14. Never mind stay that way for nearly 4 decades, as our next princess did.
She's worked with everyone, from David Bowie to Margaret Thatcher. She looks impossibly young, and she married a Bee Gee.
It's Cliff Richard, isn't it?
No.
This little Lulu was everybody's darling.
I was 2 years old when I first could sing a proper song, and not a nursery rhyme, a song.
Bang a bang, boom, bang a bang, when you are near. Boom, bang a bang, boom, bang a bang.
I think my voice was louder and more raucous than most 2-year-olds. I was always told I had a voice like a coal man.
It's the 60s, and a wee Scottish lassie with a virtually unpronounceable name was cutting her teeth on the Glasgow club circuit with her band, the Gleneagles.
The Gleneagles and Marie MacDonald McLaughlin-Laurie, I didn't think everybody would remember that. I wanted a name that would be remembered. And finally I said to my husband, well, one thing is for sure, she's a Lulu of a kid.
Guess who? Lulu. Little Miss Dynamite, they call her. You'll know why as you listen to Lulu and the Lovers shout.
I thought, oh, they're probably going to get the Beatles to write me a song or something. Oh, this is great, you know. And then when I went back, they said, you're going to do Shout. I went, but that's an old song. It's been done before. But of course, you know, I did it, and the rest is history.
You know you make me wanna shout. Look, my hands jumping. Look, my heart bumping. Throw my hair back. Come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Yeah.
On the back of Shout's success, Lulu ditched her lovers in pursuit of a solo career.
It was very sad and very difficult, but you know, it became more and more obvious that I was kind of moving on.
She has emerged as Lulu.
The next step in matron Marion's master plan was an appointment for Lulu with Dr. Hits himself, MIckie Most.
We just want to remix the first part of it, but it's very bright. They asked me if I would work with her, and then we had a quite nice little run together. We started off with a Neil Diamond song called Boat That I Row. I thought, what a dynamic performer, what a fantastic voice for such a young kid.
Although Lulu secretly fancied polishing her arse with this proto-Gap band, Marion had other plans.
I made up my mind that I wanted to see her on the big screen. I knew that she would shine, and that was the way to go. And To Sir with Love came up.
To Sir with Love was an enormous movie in the States. I mean, even today I can still be recognised by giving my passport over. They go, Lulu from To Sir with Love.
And the song from the film gave Lulu a massive #1 in the States.
America started to look good for her. They appreciate how good she was. And over here she got kind of lumbered into the sort of the Lulu show, which was a sort of BBC variety thing.
All the television stuff became, you know, the entertainer, because I can do it.
So perversely, Lulu lost the pop plot in the 60s and sheltered in the shiny, happy world of Lovey Darling. This kept her safe from nasty things like sex and drugs and Nigel from Pop Stars.
In the 60s, I was very concerned at what I saw all around me.
I never really saw myself as a flower child.
Oh, that was really nice. Great.
I didn't do the marijuana or the LSD thing, so maybe, you know, I was just kind of sitting in the middle there, trying to look psychedelic.
In 1969, our pop princess went double bubble when she scored a Eurovision win with this profound protest song. And she got herself hitched to bearded Bee Gee Morris Gibb. Surprisingly, this showbiz marriage was somewhat short in the tooth, but at least Lulu had her all-encompassing tele-career to fall back on.
The TV work, I think, was just a step in building a career. A career that's lasted maybe 36 years or whatever it is now, to show that I was versatile.
Desperate. Not versatile, but desperate. The lovely Lulu!
Take it away, Chaz. We'll do it now.
And Lulu proved herself to be the Iron Lady of Pop when she signed up for a dodgy duet with Thatcher. But with the Maggie medley behind her, Lulu got back on track, teaming up with Take That and scoring her first ever UK #1. Flushed with success, Lulu and her new friend Gary Barlow headed out for a night on the lash.
Gary came down for the weekend and we were going out clubbing.
But after one baby sham too many, Lulu's new dancing partner ended up blowing chunks.
Gary, I think, went to bed, but got up in the middle of the night in my house, and he threw up or something in the bathroom, made a right mess.
Since then, Lulu has made a telly comeback with the not brilliant Red Alert, but still got an OBE last year for services to showbiz. And despite growing up in the public eye, the 50-something superstar still looks great.
In 10 years' time, there'll be some boy band, and she'll be singing with them. I think she'll go on and on. And I think when she's 80, she'll most probably look about 30 years old.
Everybody knows how old I am. I'm 104. I'm telling you, I look pretty good.